sleeping under stars. Yahauh showed me visions written in my heart. The sun and the moon, the stars bow low, but I did not understand where the dream would go. I told my brothers what heaven had shown, but jealousy grew where love should have grown. They looked at my coat, they looked at my name, and hatred burned like an unholy flame. My father Jacob loved me so, he gave me a code for the world to know. But my brothers whispered, take him away. They did not know Yahauh had already made a way. They said, here comes the dreamer now. They wanted to silence what heaven allowed, but every dream Yahauh gives to you will rise again when the storm is through. They threw me in the pit, but the pit could not hold me. They sold me for silver, but Yahauh still chose me. They took me from my father, they carried me far away. But what they meant for evil, Yahauh turned into a way. Oh, Joseph cried, but heaven heard his pain. He walked through the darkness, but he would rise again. They tried to bury the dream, but the dream would not die. Yahauh was beside him and lifted Joseph high. The merchants came and paid the fee. They took the boy across the sea. In Potiphar's house I worked the land. Blessing followed the touch of my hand. But darkness came with a lying tongue. A web of deceit was tightly hung. Accused of a crime I never did, deep in the dungeon my life was hid. They said, here comes the dreamer now. They wanted to silence what heaven allowed, but every dream Yahauh gives to you will rise again when the storm is through. They threw me in the pit, but the pit could not hold me. They sold me for silver, but Yahauh still chose me. They took me from my father, they carried me far away. But what they meant for evil, Yahauh turned into a way. Oh, Joseph cried, but heaven heard his pain. He walked through the darkness, but he would rise again. They tried to bury the dream, but the dream would not die. Yahauh was beside him and lifted Joseph high. The bars were cold and the iron thick, but the spirit of truth was burning quick. I told the baker of his end, I told the cupbearer to be my friend. 2 long years I sat in the cell with the story of glory I had to tell. Then Pharaoh dreamed of the lean fat, and only the dreamer knew where it was at. From the prison floor to the palace throne, Yahauh claimed the seed he had sown. He's lifting me up, he's pulling me out, he's giving me reason to lift up a shout. From the pit to the praise, for the rest of my days. But the pit could not hold me. They sold me for silver, but Yahauh still chose me. They took me from my father, they carried me far away. But what they meant for evil, Yahauh turned into a way. Oh, Joseph cried, but heaven heard his pain. He walked through the darkness, but he would rise again. They tried to bury the dream, but the dream would not die. Yahauh was beside him and lifted Joseph high. The pit couldn't hold me, the chains couldn't bind me, the lies couldn't stop me. The past is behind me. I'm rising, I'm rising, I'm rising up high. I was a young man sleeping under stars. Heaven wrote the visions on my heart. The sun and the moon began to bow, but I didn't know the way or how. I told my brothers of the light They felt a fire out of spite. They hated the code my father made. Now I'm sitting in the dark and shade, locked in a hole where shadows creep, while my brothers sell my soul so cheap. They said in Strongly handed, I ran into Kratowder, tried I thought my kind you, so pat one fleeing there, fleeing there. I ran into Kratowder.